Send off, Latrell, no Latrell. That's what we love about Origin time. I'm copying it.
Whatever helps the Blues.
What about the women's, though, with that ponytail grab? That was dirty.
Outstanding footy. Yeah.
Thanks, Maddie. The iconic Holden Commodore, once king of the mountain, is fast disappearing from our roads. A lot of them written off because of a shortage of parts.
Owners are desperate to preserve their piece of motoring history, but insurers say they're too expensive to repair.
For Commodore lovers, it's a sad sight. A graveyard for the nation's once top-selling car.
We love football, meat pies, kangaroos and Holden cars.
Enthusiasts are battling to keep their iconic Australian-made cars on the road, raiding wreckers for vital components amid a critical parts shortage. Even used bumpers, bonnets and doors have doubled in price.
It's cheaper for the insurance companies to pay them out these days because it's hard to get the parts and they're so expensive, so they just write off the car.
More than ever, doting owners are fighting to preserve the legend.
Holden Monaro quickly takes the lead.
The Kingswood? You're not taking the Kingswood.
Bruce Lethborg has been waiting months for a replacement bumper for his beloved 1992 VP Commodore.
Member's got various cars from the 60s right through to the 90s and 2000s, of course, and yeah, they're all experiencing issues with getting certain mainly panels and trims and switches.
General Motors claims the parts shortage is due to their moulded plastic supplier going into administration. The car company says it's been working with administrators and hopes that production will restart in around 3 months. Commodore tragics are banking on it.
What's so good about Commodores?
Aussie. Aussie. Oi, oi, oi.
Jackie Quist, 7 News.
Sally's back now. And so, will the rain clear for the long weekend?
It will, and it's looking good. The sun's going to make a comeback this weekend. I'll have all the details with your 7-day forecast next.
Tomorrow on Weekend Sunrise, we go off the beaten track. Road trips you've never heard of in your state to help you skip the crowds. Plus, winter superfoods, the recipes trending now to fight the flu. And behind the scenes with one of Hollywood's biggest stars. Only on Weekend Sunrise.
Tonight's 7 News headlines. Warragamba Dam is spilling and parts of Sydney remain on flood alert after heavy rainfall.
A woman has been charged with multiple driving offences after a man was found dead at an Engadine unit block.
A desperate search is ongoing after the mystery disappearance of celebrity doctor Michael Mosley.
The federal government has revealed new migration rules protecting Australians from foreign-born criminals. Now here's Sally with Sydney's weather.
Very much, and well, after an absolute soaking, Sydney will finally see a break from the rain this weekend as those floodwaters continue to recede. We certainly saw a drenching though, but today some slithers of sunshine across the city, a little bit of cloud too at times. We reached a top of 19 degrees around midday and it's currently sitting on 16. We did see a few more light showers just top up those already very wet suburbs across Sydney's west today. Generally, in terms of the rainfall, it was less than 5 millimetres for most of us, although Camden picked up double that with 10 millimetres and tops of 16 degrees. Now, the low that triggered the rain will continue just to slide south. It's going to take all that moisture and most of the cloud band with it. And then we've got a high pressure system set to just edge in closer to us over the next 24 hours. And that system's really going to take hold of the skies pretty much across the state. It'll clear up the bulk of the wet weather and return sunshine for most of us, although we will see just a few coastal showers, particularly through those southern areas. Around the capital cities for tomorrow, Brisbane 22 degrees, plenty of sunshine there, 15 into Melbourne, 16 for Adelaide, cloudy skies expected. While on the west coast in Perth, we do have another frontal system approaching, so a few showers will start up towards the end of the day with tops of 21 degrees. A closer look at New South Wales, and tomorrow we'll see some showers just for the southern half of the coast. Light falls around 5 to 10 millimetres, and they will push into the ranges and also the adjacent western slopes. The rest of the story, though, is pretty dry and sunny, particularly for the north coast and right into the far west. We might just wake up to a bit of fog, particularly with all that leftover moisture from all the rainfall, and some frost is also possible around the northern ranges and also the southern slopes. In terms of temperatures tomorrow, they're going to be a little bit below average under cloud cover through the north, a bit cooler also through the middle areas, and in the south actually a bit above average. Wagga Wagga 19 degrees, Crookwell 13, Mildura 15. Across Sydney suburbs tomorrow, partly cloudy skies are expected. In terms of the wet weather, it will just be showers for the coastal fringe, only 2 millimetres is forecast, so very light falls. 20 degrees at Richmond, Parramatta and 21 at Penrith. On the water tomorrow, we've got westerly winds around 10 knots, increasing before dawn, and they'll push up to around 30 knots offshore by the afternoon. We'll drop down to 10 degrees in the city tonight and it will be rain-free. 21 tomorrow with a shower or two. Once again, as I said, just very light falls. Sunday's looking beautiful though, clear, 20 degrees. The holiday Monday at 19 degrees and no showers expected. In fact, that's pretty much the story over the next run of days. Little bit of cloud at times, but otherwise the only sign of wet weather is all the way next Friday. So that sounds good.
We can dry out this weekend.
Indeed.
Right, Sal, thank you for that. That is 7 News for this Friday. We'll have updates for you throughout the evening.
Weekend Sunrise starts at 7 tomorrow from all of the 7 News team. Thanks so much for your company and have a great night.
Good night.
Stream 7 News live and on demand on 7plus and stay informed on 7news.com.au. Nobody knows news better.